Getting Things Done: The Art of Stress-Free Productivity by David Allen. I'm a son, a brother, writer, business owner, teacher, student, gardener. The list could go on. And I bet your list, while different than mine, could fill a page also. The saying used to be, we wear a lot of hats. The problem is, as grand as our brains are, they get bogged down like a laptop does when a zillion tabs are opened. It isn't that you're aging, it isn't a lack of intelligence, it isn't that you're suffering from an attention disorder. Your brain just needs a secretary. David Allen is on it. The book, Getting Things Done, has helped many decently productive but frustrated people become less stressed, highly productive, and in control. He presents 5 stages to put in place to help you become that secretary for your brain. Capture. Your brain is generating thoughts a mile a minute, but the problem is, they're quite diverse thoughts, often unrelated and not easy to remember later. A string of thoughts might look like this. You need dog food. You need to speak with your child's teacher about that last math test. You'd like to talk to your business partner about a new direction for sales. And you spoke harshly to your neighbor last night and want to make amends. Oh, and you should send your sister a birthday card. Not only is it stressful to think that you have so much to do, but it is incredibly stressful to try and remember it all. Your brain gets so busy with this that new thoughts are fragmented and glitchy. You have lost your flow and you are on edge. Anxiety can often be traced to an overload of thoughts. The truth is that while the thoughts are literally flying around in your mind, they seem overwhelming and undoable. But when you capture them and then follow the subsequent processing steps, you get them under control. Then they do not look so overwhelming anymore and anxiety is relieved. Your brain can instantly relax if you can assure yourself that you've got it. But how? Write your thoughts down immediately. Capture everything on paper or on your phone. It just needs to be a trusted system. David Allen carries around a neat little notepad with a leather cover. It is unobtrusive to pull out a notepad and jot down a few words about anything your mind throws out that is potentially meaningful. He also keeps an in basket on his desk to catch his captures for clarification. Initially, or in very turbulent times, it may take a half an hour or so with a notepad to unload your brain. Write down all the things that are bothering you, pressuring you, making you feel out of control. Place them in the inbox for processing. This gets them out of your head and will help you begin to relax. With practice, you can immediately unload thoughts that are not related to the moment. That is the goal of capturing. As it becomes more natural, the act of recording thoughts in a trusted system satisfies your mind. Your brain can relax and be present in the moment since the task of trying to remember everything that is important is relieved. This greatly reduces stress and releases thinking ability more and more as your brain begins to trust the system. Clarify within 24 hours. Your brain is smart, right? It won't be tricked for long if you merely unload and never process all those thoughts. Look at your notes and sort through them. If they are actionable, meaning they require an action, put them in one pile. If not, discard or file in a review later or ideas for later file. You see, the initial capture is not judgmental. Now is the time to apply your judgment. For each actionable note, check if it can be done in under 2 minutes. If it can, do it immediately. This will be incredibly freeing. These are those little things that can really bog you down. They are so easy to do that often they don't get done and your brain keeps ruminating on them and spitting them back out at you. This causes incredible stress. Free yourself from this hassle and just do it. You will be surprised how much less clutter accumulates in your work areas and in your brain when you follow the 2-minute rule. If a note cannot be dealt with in the immediate fashion, decide what your next step is toward getting it taken care of. Often, one step will do it. Write it down. If there are numerous steps, it is more of a project. Put this in a separate pile. We're done with the first 2 stages. Before we get to the 3rd stage, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us. All right, let's get to the 3rd stage now, shall we? Organize the actions you have noted into proper places and categories. Park reminders. This could be entering the action on your calendar, adding it to the next day's to-do list or shopping list, or setting a reminder on your phone. Projects are those items that take numerous steps. Consider a project planner and enter your project with its final outcome. An outcome is what finished will look like. Eventually, you will want to look at all the steps needed to complete the project, but for now, assess the very next step forward accomplishing it. It very well could be that your next step is to draw out your full project plan in the project planner. Set a time each day when you will clarify and organize. Believe it or not, this feels great. Your brain is going to begin to trust you as a secretary. Review and reflect is the step when you revisit your reminders and act on them as intended. This is the follow-through stage, and it is crucial for building trust. Occasionally, something on your list might get deleted or moved due to further reflection or a change in circumstances. Make the system keep working. If you have moved a task, capture it. You will want to enter it on your calendar at the new time. Engage. The last stage is to begin using the Getting Things Done (GTG) process. Work out individual preferences and bugs and start enjoying the results of having your thoughts uninhibited by the pressure of remembering and processing everything. Realize that in the beginning, you probably have lots to process. So, what do you do with all the clutter of ideas and tasks that have been sitting around when you decide to take on the GTG process? You may have stacks of papers on the entryway counter or the back corner of your desk. Then there is your virtual stack of papers, your email's inbox. Because email is such a problem for many of us on both personal and work accounts, Alan proposes a goal, Inbox 0, and gives you some specific advice on how to get there. 1. Delete everything that can be deleted. Unsubscribe to unwanted newsletters and updates. 2. Create files for everything you deem important enough to save, but does not require action. File in a way you can understand, perhaps by person, topic, or theme. 3. Apply the 2-minute rule. Of the actionable emails left, respond to the quick and easy ones. 4. Sort into actionable and awaiting response files. Keep these at the very top of your file list and plan a time to process them. Once on top of email, keeping on top of it is less daunting. Your stacks of paper can be handled in much the same way, utilizing a trash can or paper shredder, a file cabinet, or your capture in basket. Being someone with a constant swirl of ideas going around in my mind, I find the ideas of this book motivating and exciting.